Welcome all to the video on circuit elements connected in series and parallel. Let us see the outline of today's video. We are going to start with what is a series connection, followed by a parallel connection and the problems based on them. So let us see what is a series connection. When two or more elements are connected in such a way that the current through them is same, then the connection is called a series connection. The current across R, L and C is going to be same for this circuit, and the current across all the four resistors is going to be same. That is what is a series connection. But the voltage across resistance, inductance and capacitance will not be same. This type of connection is called a series connection. Let us move on to the next type of connection, parallel connection. When two or more elements are connected in such a way that the voltage across each element is same, then the connection is said to be a parallel connection. Suppose I have a voltage connected across R1 and the voltage is 5 volt. Then the voltage across R1, R2, R3 and R4 is going to be 5 volt. But the current across all the resistance will be different. The current across R1 will not be equal to R2. It won't be equal to R3 and it won't be definitely equal to R4. This is called a parallel connection. Let us see few elements connected in series. Here we have resistance connected in series, inductance, capacitance, voltage, resistance and inductance, a combination of resistance and capacitance or a combination of all the three connected in series, and a few combination of elements connected in parallel is shown here, resistance, inductance, capacitance or R and L, R and C or a combination of all the three, and current sources connected in parallel. Now let us see the resistances connected in series and parallel. Here I have two diagrams. I have two resistance here in the first diagram here, 1 and 2, R1 and R2. Each resistance has two terminals, R1 and R2, cathode and anode. Now how do I determine whether a connection is a series connection or a parallel connection? I know what is a series connection and what is a parallel connection, but how do I determine in a circuit that it is connected in series or it is connected in parallel? Now here for the resistance R1, the terminal 2 is connected with the terminal 1 of resistance R2. Only at one particular point the connection is established, only this particular point. When only one terminal is connected, it is called a series connection. Now let us see here. I have two resistance, 100 ohm and 400 ohm. Now the first terminal of 100 ohm is connected to a battery. The second terminal is connected to 400 ohm. And for the 400 ohm resistance, the first terminal is connected to the 100 ohm and the second terminal is connected to the battery. So here only at one point the connection between two resistance is established. This is what is a series connection. Now here as you can see, we have two resistance R1 and R2 and the connection made, you can see it here. You can see here both the ends are connected. This particular terminal is connected with this particular terminal here and the second terminal is connected with the second terminal here. This is what is a parallel connection, when both the terminals are connected. This applies to all the elements, whether it may be a voltage source or a inductance, capacitance. This applies for all the elements to determine whether it is a series connection or a parallel connection. Now let us see one more example here. Here as you can see, I have three resistance R1, R2 and R3. The first terminal of R1 is connected to a voltage source and the second terminal is connected to R2. And for resistance R2, one terminal is connected with R1 and the second terminal is connected to R3. And for R3, one terminal is connected to R2 and the another terminal is connected to voltage source. So for all the resistance, only one terminal connection is established. This is what is a series connection. Now moving on to the next example here. Here for R3 and R2, we can see both the terminals are connected. 2 and 3, here both the terminals are connected, and here 5 and 4, both the terminals are connected. This is a parallel connection. But if we simply remove this R3 and only assume R1 and R2, then these two resistors are connected in series. So now moving on to the equivalent resistance. How to find the equivalent resistance for a series connection? So suppose I have three resistors R1, R2 and R3. The voltage across each resistance V1, V2 and V3 is given by IR1, IR2 and IR3. We have not mentioned any I as I1, I2, I3 because all the three current is going to be same for a series connection. Now for total voltage of the circuit, V is equal to V1 V plus V2 plus V3. I substitute this particular values here. Then I can take my I as common. Once I take my I common, I get R1 plus R2 plus R3. I move my I to my left hand side. Then I get V by I is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. V by I is nothing but R by using Ohm's law. We have applied Ohm's law starting from here. So this R is nothing but equivalent resistance, that is Req. So I can say Req is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is given here, the first formula. Suppose I have n number of resistance, then it goes till the n number of resistance. Now suppose my resistance is same. Suppose I have two resistance R1 and R2 in a circuit and both the resistance are same. Then I can simply write it as R plus R, which is 2R, and this 2 is nothing but the n here. I mentioned Req is equal to NR. This formula can be applied when to find equivalent resistance when the resistance have same value in a circuit. We can use this particular formula. Now let us see an example for equivalent resistance for a circuit where the elements are connected in series. In the first example here, I have three resistance, 100 ohm, 400 ohm and 200 ohm. All the three resistance are connected in series. Only one terminal of each resistance are interconnected with the other resistance. So I am going to use this particular formula, 100 plus 400 plus 200. So my equivalent resistance for this particular circuit is 700 ohm. Now moving on to the next example here, I have three resistance and all the three resistance have same value 10 ohm. So I can apply this particular formula here. So to find n, 1, 2, 3, I have 3 resistance, so n is equal to 3 and R value is 10. So 3 into 10, 30 ohms. I can even apply this formula for here, 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 ohms. So I'll get the same answer. Now moving on to the next type of connection, parallel connection for resistance. Here to find equivalent resistance for a parallel connection, we use I equal to VR formula by Ohm's law. V by R is equal to for each resistance we have written the current across them, V by R1, V by R2 for current across resistance 2, V by R3 for current across resistance 3. Now taking V as common, we get I by R1 plus 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This V and this V gets cancelled out, so I have 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R. This R is nothing but my equivalent resistance. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now further taking LCM and solving it, we get this particular equation here. This is the final equivalent resistance for a parallel connection. Similar to the series connection, when the resistance are same, value in a parallel connection, we can apply this particular formula where n is the total number of resistances. R power n minus 1 divided by n. Now let us see two examples here. The first example, I have three resistance connected in parallel, 10 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm and 1 kilo ohm. So here the three resistance are different values, so we will be going with this particular formula. So 10 into 2, 20 kilo ohm divided by 34, we get 0.585 kilo ohms. Now moving on to this particular example here, I have two resistance. So n is equal to 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2 power 1, 2 divided by 2. So I get 1 ohm. Now moving on to the first problem, to find equivalent resistance to the given circuit. So this is the given circuit. It has a combination of series as well as parallel connection. A point to be remembered is whenever we need to find an equivalent resistance, we always start from our right hand side, that is opposite to the source. We won't start from here. Even though we can solve it here, we won't start from here. This is where we have the internal resistance. So always remember to start from your right hand side, that is opposite to the source. Now here we have a parallel connection. R3 and R4 are connected in parallel. So by using the formula, we get 0.833 ohm. Now we find equivalent resistance. We can reduce the circuit. So this two resistance has became one resistance. So by further reducing the circuit, we get this circuit here. As you can see, 3 and 4 is reduced to one resistance which has the equivalent resistance value. Now moving on to the next step. Here R2 and R3 are connected in series. So 3 plus 0.833 is 3.833. So again two resistance will be reduced to 1. So this is the circuit where the resistance is reduced. Again this 2 ohm and 3.833 are connected in series. So again we add them and we reduce it to one resistance. So this is the equivalent resistance of the given circuit, 5.833 ohm. So let us see one more problem here to find the equivalent resistance here. So now we do not have any resistance in our left hand side. We have R4 here though, but to solve R4 we need to solve this particular loop here. We have a loop, so we will be starting with this. Here 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series. So we find the equivalent resistance, that is 5 ohm. Then the 2 resistance is reduced to 1 resistance. Now this 5 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel. So we will solve that first using the parallel formula. Once we solve it, we get 2.727 ohm. This 2 resistance will become 1 resistance. So this is the reduced circuit here. Now these two resistance are connected in series. So 5 plus 2.727, which is 7.727 ohm. So this is the reduced circuit. So as you can see the difference between the given circuit and the final circuit where we have reduced, this is called network reduction or circuit reduction. We minimize the circuit size here. This is one of the advantage for network reduction. So this is how we calculate equivalent resistance for a parallel circuit or a series circuit. This method is applied for inductance, capacitance and all the other elements as well. Thank you.